Happy greetings, everyone. I'm Crystal Forman. I'm the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun, with a focus on plant-based foods and meditation to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. Today, we are making sautéed yellow squash with kale, using kale and yellow squash from our produce boxes that we received from the Plantation Park Heights Urban Farm in West Baltimore City, located at 3811 Park Heights Avenue, every Thursday from 12 to 6 p.m. So we're going to get started. I'm going to actually turn my pan on, the heat on for it. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil. You can also use grapeseed oil. Both work. I like to use a high heat oil when sauteing. Just a couple of tablespoons. And this is a big pan, so you might need to use more if you're using a large pan, but this is good for that right now. I have some spring onions, but you can use white onions, yellow onions, or red onions. About half a cup. If you like a lot of onions, you can add more. I have just a little over a cup of onions here. This is my preference, but you can use whatever type of onion and how much you want. So I'm going to add our onions in this pan. It's actually pretty hot. Yes. Awesome. And let that saute for just a few minutes. So just a couple of minutes so the onions get a little translucent, because we're using scallions, also known as spring onions or green onions. It won't take so long for it to just turn translucent. The green part won't turn translucent, it'll just get a little more tender. So if you're watching this live, say hello, let me know you're here. If you're watching the replay, put in the hashtag replay, let me know you're here as well and watching. And we're going to keep going. So I have the computer set up as well. So if you leave any comments or anything, I will check in a few moments to see if I can see anything. But yeah, if I don't answer right now, I can always answer later on, like after the broadcast. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, and we will be participating in the Juneteenth celebration at the Enoch Pratt Library. And at 2:30 p.m., I'll be doing a cooking demo showcasing cabbage, also from Plantation Park Heights. So we're going to do some braised cabbage, cornbread, biscuit tea, which is a hibiscus tea, as well as fried oyster mushrooms, which are like awesome. So I'm going to do like a chicken fried version of like the batter, but you'll see the whole process tomorrow. Just make sure you register for the Enoch Pratt Library page. So I'm just going to stir this at saute a little longer while that is going. I have my yellow squash here already sliced into cubes, or into, I'm sorry, circles. I did dice up the onion, but yeah. So I used about a pound of yellow squash, and I'm going to add that in actually right now. And while it's cooking, I'm going to dice up my garlic. So the 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, but you can use however much you like. Some people like a lot of garlic, so you can use 5 cloves, especially if they're nice big cloves. These are decent size. I'm going to use 3 cloves today. This recipe will be up hopefully by Monday. We also have other yellow squash recipes on the website, so you can check that out. We have a sauteed squash with onions recipe. Feel free to check out all of those recipes, and we have several kale recipes as well. So I'm not trying to go for minced garlic this time. That's my preference, but if you have a garlic mincer, you can use that. Saves a little time. I'm just going for like small diced garlic. Definitely want to make sure I'm getting a few little garlic chunks in here. You can just add this right into our pan as well. So the little squash will get just a little brown. I'm not gonna like cook the squash until it's super soft. Some people like their squash kind of like to the point where it's basically disintegrating and mushy. I don't mind that, but some people don't like that. And so because I'm cooking for other people as well, so I make sure I keep some texture in our squash. So that and it smells awesome already. And I have this on high. So just let it cook for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to check right now to see if there's any comments. But I'm still here. Everything's cooking well. Make sure you go to the Enoch Pratt Library's site to see. Let me see. See, David is here. Hi, David. Enoch Pratt is actually doing their Juneteenth event is from 12 p.m. until 4 p.m. I go on at 2:30. There will be a cooking demo from the Land of Kush. And so the owners of the Land of Kush and I were on the board of the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland. And some of you are watching this broadcast on the Facebook page for Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland. You can also watch us on at Holistic Wellness and Health on Facebook and YouTube. So we broadcast on all 3 channels. But yes, the Land of Kush is participating in the Juneteenth event as well. I believe there's going to be there's someone doing like I can't remember or something at the beginning of the event. They go on I believe around 12 o'clock. But definitely check out the event page. I actually have the information on my Facebook page, so you can look for that event, and you can just click on that and register. I think you can register for each event that you want to join with that particular programming. There's a lot of programming going on tomorrow. The Plantation Park Heights in West Baltimore will be doing something tomorrow evening. It'll be from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can also check, I have the information on my page as well. So a lot going on all day. This is earlier events as well. So let me see if you'll see this. So we're starting to brown just a little bit. So I'm going to add in my kale. Already cut the kale. I'm going to show you how to destem it. So to turn it upside down. Take the stem out. If it's organic, definitely save it. Even if it's not, you can wash it really well. Soak it in baking soda if you use a lot of pesticides, and then put this in your stock. Saute it up. I have a recipe that I did last year. A sauteed kale stems. So definitely, use your stems. Don't throw them away. The finer you chop up the kale, the faster it cooks, the more tender it is. And it's easy to eat, don't have to use a knife. So just coating this, we're going to add in our diced tomatoes and half cup of veggie broth. This is organic veggie broth. That'll help the greens cook down. I still have it on high. So we're also getting 4 colors of the rainbow in this recipe. We have our onions, which are white and green. We have our red tomatoes and yellow squash, as well as our green kale. If you were using red Russian kale, then you would be getting 5 colors of rainbow, because the red Russian kale also has kind of the reddish purple going on. Just let it cook for a few more minutes. I want the kale to get tender. I'm going to go and add my lemon juice. So this is organic lemon juice. You can also use apple cider vinegar or balsamic vinegar. You just want something to add a little acid that'll help make this easier to digest, as well as break down the cell walls of our kale to make it easier to chew, and makes it nice and tender. Next, we're going to add in our spices. So I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half teaspoon of dried thyme, or you can use a tablespoon of fresh thyme, which is pretty much available at a lot of farmers markets right now. You also have a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt and a half teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to put all of that in. Pick it all up. I'm going to put the top on just for a few minutes, and this is done. I don't want to overcook the grains. I know sometimes people cook it for a long time. Grains are a lot more tender than collard greens. Like kale greens are more tender. And so are Swiss chard. You can totally do this recipe with Swiss chard as well. You don't have to cook kale like super long. Put the top on. And just let that cook for a couple minutes. There are some other events coming up. There's a Permaculture Design course that's starting in July. Make sure you check that out. It's with Inner Wellness Center, and they're in Delaware, but they're going to host it in person and online. So definitely take advantage of that. This is one of the lower cost permaculture courses I've ever seen, with lots of experts who are going to be teaching the course. So it's very impressive, the lineup that they have. So definitely check that out. Also, this Monday, the Enoch Pratt Library's starting their teen summer camp. And so 3 days a week, they will be having different classes. Each week has a different theme. I'll be participating in week 5, where I will do a cooking demo, show our teens how to cook on a budget, as well as showing them how to use different kitchen utensils. So registered teens will get access to cooking supplies, as well as just lots of information throughout the whole entire camp. So definitely register like now. It starts Monday, and give your teen an opportunity to interact with other teens. We're going to have robotics and fashion and just different things throughout the week. So definitely check that out. Lots of great information. All right. And that summer camp, I believe, is also in person and online. So if your team does not want to go venture out yet, that's fine. They can totally participate fully online. So this is done. I'll show you our finished product. All right. And there's a lot of steam coming off, so hopefully you can see this well. But this is our sauteed yellow squash with kale recipe. You can substitute the yellow squash with zucchini, the green squash, summer squash, basically. There are a lot of summer squash available right now, so you can use any of those for this recipe. Just swap it out. So I love recipes where you can like change out what's available. Yeah, so based on what you have available, you can kind of swap it and change things up. I'm going to check one more time to see if there are any comments or questions, and I will be right back. Hey, Tavon. Hi, Davida. I think I can't see everything, but I will definitely respond to your comments at the end. And yeah, this is everything. So make sure you join us tomorrow for the cooking demo for Juneteenth with the Enoch Pratt Free Library. You can find out the information on Black Vegetarian Society's page, as well as Holistic Wellness and Health on the Facebook page. All right, I will see you all later. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone. I will see you on Monday for our live at 5, and of course next Friday for our live at 5 as well. All right, and tomorrow. All right, bye.